It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out, that's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close, and now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down and 4. Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good. First down.
He'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on it.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots coverage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the Dolphins first down.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Ready. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ready. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, set.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
Touchdown, Patriots. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 75. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's able to find Melton. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. This pass complete to Melton.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Watch it. Stick. Steal. Check steal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Set. Ready. Red. Cycle.
They'll throw now on the final play.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. But as he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
The partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On the double.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Go steal. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Here's Fields. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Off to Thomas on the left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Dorsey.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Set. Set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Ready.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Come on.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Hunt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. If you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now for the 29. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fields.
He sets to fire deep.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And here we go on fourth down. Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 20, 10.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Opposite. Green.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached real.
And now here's another interception. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's good for the Patriots.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, York on now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Miami, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York.